If you've been doing your research, you've been probably hearing and seeing Live Good all over the place. I want to show you 3 major ways that you can actually get your account for nothing each month. And what that really means is you are going to find some ways to earn some commissions that will offset the fee that you have. Because in reality, there is no such thing as a free account. No one can give you a free account. No one should promise you. No one should be paying you to join or giving you the money and then, you build it up on the back end. You should be doing this with your own card, because if you were to do that and try to get someone to pay for you, what happens is that sets the impression that other people that you sponsor down the road, that you should pay for them. And that's not a very good way to do business. So you can actually break even very quickly. And I want to show you exactly 3 major ways, again, how you can get Live Good for free. And so the first of those major ways is going to be a process. And I want to talk a little bit, take a step back here for a second, and just to point out what it costs to join Live Good. It is a one-time $40 registration fee, and that's to become an affiliate. And then what happens is after that, there's an initial $9.95 fee, and that starts your monthly charges, and that will go monthly as long as you maintain your membership. Or if you want to save $20, you can instead alternate and do the yearly at $99. And so let's get right down to it. And so the first way that you can get your account for free, or basically taken care of, is sell 3 bottles of any product at retail to a customer. Now, most of the bottles are $8 to $12 more, and you're going to earn 50% of that number, which is the difference between retail and wholesale. And I'll give you a couple examples here in a minute. So if one of the bottles that someone bought, there's a difference between retail and wholesale of $8, you earn 50% of that, or $4. So if you were to sell 3 of those same bottles, you would earn $12 already, and boom, there goes your monthly $9.95. If you were to sell, one for $8 and one for $12 difference, again, that's a total difference of $20. You would earn $10 of that as well. So even going in some cases only having to sell 2 bottles of product. And a lot of times you might be able to sell those same 2 bottles to just one customer, not necessarily multiple customers. And so that can be very easy. The next one, and we're going to go more in depth to that in a little bit. I'm going to give you some examples of real products and what their prices are. The second major way that you can get your Live Good membership covered every month for free is to just sponsor one person per month. If you sponsor one person per month and you're paying $9.95 per month, you actually earn a $25 fast start commission on that person, every single person that you sponsor. But like I said, if you only just sponsored one person a month, so one person every 30 days, let's go on average of 30 days. Most months have 30 days. Got to throw in February in there and some that have 31. So let's just go 30 to keep it simple. But to sponsor one person in 30 days, that is very simple with this process in this platform, because it is such a great price point of entry. Again, at just $40 one time and then $9.95 a month. And then the prices of the materials and the products that are actually organically certified and are healthy for you are going to just blow you out of the water when it comes to comparing them to other companies. And when other people look at them, they're going to just be amazed at as well. Every time I talk to someone and I mention and share with them the company product pages, they go and they look at the ingredients for the products and they go look at the price of the products, and they're just amazed at how well this system has basically flipped the model on the industry and are disrupting it. So again, direction number 2, or step number 2 to get your account for free every month, basically sponsor just one person. And number 3, this would take a little bit longer, especially if you decide not to do anything. If you think you're just going to come in because you've heard that, you can earn up to $2,000 without ever sponsoring anyone. Now that is true. I'm going to get into that in a little bit as a bonus part of this video. But if you had 40 people that are under you, each person that is actively in the matrix in the system each month after month after month earns you 25 cents. And it doesn't matter how they got there. So if you had 4 people in there, 4 times 25 cents obviously is $1. So if we multiply those each by 10, you'd actually have $10. So if you have 40 active people in your downline, you're going to have $10 coming into your pocket, which again covers your $9.95. And over time, obviously, that will continue or potentially will continue to grow. There's no guarantee that you'll ever have anyone underneath you. Obviously, the more effort you put in, the better that's going to be. So something called spillover is, you could consider it a privilege to get it, but it's not necessarily a guarantee. Especially the later and later and later you get in Live Good, the less chance that someone from above is going to be able to spill over down below you. So the earlier you join, right now it is March 2023. If you're watching this, depending on when you're watching this, there's only about 100,000 members that have joined in the first 3 months, which is amazing for this company and the industry worldwide. And what happens is, obviously, there's a lot of us that are going to be at the top, but we continue to fill underneath. So the best part is to be, or the best thing to be, is to be a spillover creator, not a spillover waiter. But like I said, if you get $10 underneath, 40 people underneath, that's going to be $10 per month. And again, that's per month that they're active. So that would cover your account. So the big thing though is that there are so many other ways that you can actually earn, and that's obviously is going to happen if you are going to sponsor people. So you can earn so much more the more you sponsor. And there's actually 6 ways to earn commissions with Live Good, and I'm going to go through those quickly here with you as well. And so the first one, like we mentioned before, where you can break even just with a few sales, is retail sales. And again, this is a 50% commission on the difference between retail and wholesale prices. And like I mentioned before, most of them, and you're going to see 2 perfect examples here, what I'm talking about, most of the products are somewhere between $8 and $12 in difference between wholesale and retail. But even the retail prices are still extremely competitively priced compared to other companies that are out there in the same industry. Now, I have been involved and looked at other companies in the past, and multivitamins are about $60. Yes, $60 for multivitamins. It's insane when you can see that price on other companies' pages for $50, $60, maybe even $40. Our retail price is only $18, and yet the member price is almost half that at $10. So there's a difference right there of $8. So if someone bought at $18, and again, the retail is $18, but the member price is $10, that's a difference of $8. You would earn a $4 commission on that one bottle. And so think about that. If someone bought 2 or 3 bottles, $12, $8 to $12, that's pretty much covering your account. Now, most people, when they join or when they buy something from someone, they often will buy 2 or 3 products, because we have about a dozen to 15 products right now. There's more coming out depending on when you're seeing this. And so there's a lot that people want to test out and try out. So it's likely that you're going to cover, you might even cover a few months of your membership because of the ordering of just one person and one customer. And that one customer might upgrade later, and you might earn more commissions down the road when they join as an affiliate. Now, another one at a little higher end, $22 for member price and $34 for retail, even though I just said higher end, but I meant higher end of the difference in price, because $34 is still typically what you would pay if you were to go to a store like Costco or Walmart, or order it on Amazon. So if you get it at the member price of $22, that's even better. Okay, it's an insane initiative to become a member, because you're going to save, in this case, $12 if you're to actually become a member. And so if we're talking specifically on retail sales, retail costs $34, member is $22. That's a difference of $12. You would earn $6. Again, it's 50% of the difference. So you'd earn $6 on every single protein that was sold. So if you sold, a protein and you sold one thing of vitamins to someone, there's your $10 to break even. And so the next way, we mentioned this one before, is actually sponsoring a person. And it's going to be a 50% fast start commission on the registration fee in the first month only. And so you're going to get $20. I mentioned in order to join Live Good, it's a $40 one-time registration fee, and then it's $9.95. Let's just say it's $10 a month. And then it's $10 a month after that, every single month you're a member. Or you could save $20 and do the $99 for the year. But that fast start commission, you're going to earn 50% of that first $50. So $20 out of the first 40 for the registration, and then 5 out of the first 10 for that first monthly fee. So therefore, 25 bucks. 25 bucks is really 2.5 months of your membership fees, okay, if you think about that. So just sponsoring one person a month, you're breaking even and you're actually into profit. So it's very, very beneficial for you. And again, this is for every person you sponsor. So if you sponsored 4 people in 1 month, you're going to make $100. And that's really going to become crucial in commission option number 4, which we're going to get into in just a bit here. And so number 3 is the matrix. Now you've probably heard about the matrix the most, and people think, oh, I'm going to get here, I'm going to join, and I don't have to do anything, or can I just sit back and not invite anyone? Can I not sponsor anyone? Can I still make money if I don't do very well? Now, one of the best things about this is that yes, you can possibly make some money, but it's going to take time. It might take months, it might take a year before you start to see matrix built up big enough that would qualify and have enough people to get your monthly fee covered. So like I said earlier, you're going to earn 25 cents per member starting on the second month of that person's membership. And that's because that first month, the 50% commission was paid to the sponsor. The other part goes to the company. So the second month is when that kicks in. And so every single person that's below you in the matrix, it does not matter how they got there, whether you sponsored them, whether someone above you sponsored them and it came in as spillover, or let's say someone that was below sponsored them. It doesn't matter how that person got there. If you have an active person in the matrix, you're going to earn a quarter for every person. Now, I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but those numbers add up over time. And this is something that is going to be here for years. Okay, this is a program. They've totally flipped the industry. People are realizing that what they've been into isn't really the best thing before, especially when it comes to price, and they're seriously taking a look at this, and they're going to want to try to change their model, or they're going to want to come in because we have a phenomenal model here. And so when you look at that amount, 25 cents again is not a big amount per person, but once your team starts to continue to grow over time, that number again compounds. So again, like we said earlier, if you had 40 people, that's a $10 bonus and commission, and that's month after month after month that you have that. And the goal obviously is to have that team continue to grow over time. So let's say months later, it's $400 members, that's $100. And so that's great when you're only paying $10 and you're able to get a team that might be 400 big, and you're going to get a $100 bonus check. I mean, that's the icing on the cake, and that's the cherry on top, and the cream, the rises to the crop or to the top, whatever you want to say it. But these are all amazing bonuses. Now we'll get to that number in a minute on the next slide, but like I said, 4,000 people in your downline, and that is $1,000. Now we have people that are getting close to that already. Just at 3 months in, we have 100,000 members that have joined, and obviously they're in different parts of the matrix, but we have some of the top leaders that have thousands and thousands of people already below them, and they're only paying, again, $10 a month. They're paying the same as everyone else. They just had a bigger team to start with. They had maybe a bigger list, maybe some more contacts, and they got going. So depending on where you are, you can start taking action. You can start building your team, and you can build your team international. I'm communicating with people from all different countries, so it's super cool. Now, the maximum you can get in this option is $16,383.50. That's if you were all the way up to diamond, and that's at 15 levels. And we're going to see that and make a little more sense of it on the next slide here. And so if we take a look, we got on the left, number 1 all the way down through 15. Those are the levels or rows beneath you. And every system here, every person has a space for 2 people below them. So if you notice, the numbers aren't doubling necessarily underneath, but it's because when we look at the maximum of our people, it's because we have to add that. It really is a double. So if I go from row 1 to row 2, really there's 2 people in row 1, and then there's double of that. There's 4 people in the second row. So 2 plus 4 is equal to 6. And then the 4 in the second row will be doubled, and there's 8. So 6 plus 8 is 14. Okay, those 8 would be doubled to 16, obviously, and 16 and 14 is 30. So I hope you follow that math a little bit there, just as far as how the maximum number of total people that would be existing. And so if you had the first 4 levels of your matrix complete. There's 30 people, that's $7.50. And so obviously you have to get somewhere between row 4 and row 5 completely filled, and then you would start to have that $10 amount. We said about 40 people. Now, you might notice that someone on your left side, let's say in the left leg, starts to really build a team. You might have people 10, 15, 20, even 50 people, 50 levels below you, but maybe your right side only has, 10 to, 6 to 10 rows. And so it's not always going to fill in equally, but because again, it depends on how fast people take action. All that pays attention and all that really matters, or all, that you need to pay attention to, is that if you are unranked, let's say you don't sponsor anybody, notice on the far right side where it says unranked, you are eligible up through and down through 12 layers or 12 levels. Now the maximum number of people that can exist at 12 levels is 8,190 people. So if you look at the number 12 over there, 8,190 people, that's if every single position were filled and every single one was paying month after month after month, you would earn a check of $2,047.50. Okay? Now, that is just huge for not having to sponsor anyone, but why not make more when you sponsor? And we're going to talk about the compounding process of sponsoring here in just a minute. And so if you become a bronze, now all it takes to become bronze is sponsoring 2 people. Okay, if you sponsor bronze, and one of the biggest things about Live Good is that Live Good is seeing astronomical growth, but also like out of this world rank ups. Now, most people, if you look at most companies, it's a very, very small percentage of people who make money in companies. And right now, there's about 20% of all the members have ranked up to bronze, which is unfreaking believable when you think about what's going on. Now, obviously, some people are in it because they want to save money for the products, and that's amazing. That's great. The products are great. I've tested about, half a dozen to eight or nine of them or so. And I like the protein the most, protein mixed with the super greens and the reds. My girlfriend's enjoying the coffee. There's a lot of other things that are really great about this, in addition to the price, but also the benefits and the health, just because of the organic products and the nutrients that are in there. But once you become bronze or silver, you bump up. You get a 13th row that you can earn on. You're basically doubling, okay? Because there's almost twice as many people by that time. You can earn up to almost $4,000 and almost $4,100. And that goes for both bronze and silver. If you become a gold or platinum, you unlock the 14th row. You can earn up to $8,000 or $8,200. And then, like I mentioned, the max is $16,383.50. That is if every single spot is filled, and that would be 65,000 people below you, and that would be a diamond at 16,000. So notice, this is, again, an amazing way for you to earn commissions. And so I keep talking about sponsoring people and earning more. Now, the 4th way that you can earn is what's known as the matrix match. And so anyone that you personally refer is going to earn you a 50% match on their matrix check. So everything we just talked about for the last couple minutes, if you sponsor someone and they made $100 from that matrix, you're going to get a 50% match of, or $50. Let's say they have a big team that's growing and it's a $2,500 check that they earned, you're going to get $1,250. So think about this for a minute. Let's go back to that chart. And let's say you have someone that you sponsored right in the beginning and they are, close to you, and let's say they're in your 2nd or 3rd level. But if all of a sudden they have a big team and you have a big team together, in theory, you might have 1,000 people below you. So let's look at level 9 on this chart. Let's say you have 1,000 people below you and you're earning 250. We'll use 250 to keep the math simple. So let's say there's 1,000 people below you. We're 9 levels deep. You're at $250 a commission. And let's say they have about the same thing. Maybe they have about, 900, 950 people because they're very close. They have about the same amount of people, possibly. It all depends on how the matrix fills. So in addition to your 250, maybe they made, 200. You're going to earn 100 off of their 200. And so it's crucial if you really want to build a business and if you really want to maximize the amount of commissions you earn, then obviously you would want to get that matching bonus. And you can only do that if you sponsor someone. Now, if you don't sponsor anyone, then this matching matrix commission is not even an option. You can only do it when you start to match or when you start to sponsor people. So not only do you become, a bronze and a silver or wherever, and you add extra levels down, but now you also get to double up on their efforts. And you might know that that person is a good worker, or you might not know who they recruit. They might recruit someone else who's a beast and comes in and kicks butt and maybe has, connections from old school marketing belly to belly, and they come in and blow the stuff up, and next thing you know, you have thousands of people in your downline. But if you didn't sponsor that person, you're not going to get that matching check. So obviously it benefits you to get to the matching check. Now, the last two, again, are going to be a little bit higher up there. And so if you do a lot, and if your team does a lot of retail sales, you can earn what's known as the influencer bonus. So if you're an influencer and you're selling a lot of product, depending on how many you earn, and again, there's more details of this in the membership area. Once you join, you can find out more or look at the comp plan. And you can actually, instead of that 50% bonus, you can also get up to 100%. So it is scaled. It might turn to 60%, 70%, 80%, all the way up to 100%. So before I was saying if you were to sell a bottle of vitamins, it was $8 difference. If you sold a bottle of protein, it was a $12 difference. So instead of the 50% commission, you might even be able to earn up to 100% commission if you are doing massive amounts of retail sales. And then the creme de la creme, the diamond pool, this is the one, this is the goal that everyone should be seeking and searching and hoping to obtain. Diamond is the top rank as of this filming. There's been talk and rumor, hearsay of, maybe they will put another higher rank than diamond. At this point, it is stopping at diamond. And so if you reach diamond rank, you're going to share 2% of the total sales that take place with the company with other diamond members. Now, a cool thing about this, when they first were going through the first couple months, there was only one diamond member, and they had just done, $1 million or a couple million in sales. His diamond pool check, because he was the only one, was a cool $26,000. Okay, nice little bonus for having a team when he only spent $50 to join. Now, as the team and as the company grows, okay, a couple months later, I believe we now have maybe 5 diamonds, maybe 6, but we've also ramped up from 30,000 people to 100,000 people, and maybe we're doing 7, 8, 9 million in sales. And so when you start to think about that 2% where it was 26,000 might turn to like 200,000. So if there's 10 members that are diamond sharing 200,000, that's a nice $20,000 bonus check for being a diamond member. So what you need to do is just dive in with me. If you haven't already decided that this is for you, and the prices of the products, just the nutritional value of the products. There's other videos that I did. You can look at my channel. You can find me on my blog. You can seek me out on Facebook or wherever, Instagram, and you can see that I've posted stuff. I've tasted stuff. I've sampled stuff. I've done my research. The products are great. They're USDA certified. We're shipping globally. They are working on global warehouses as well to speed up the process to get shipping elsewhere and to lower the shipping cost. And we are massively growing, and we want you to be part of this. I don't care what country you are in. I want to be able to come visit you in your country because you've built a massive team, and I want to come help do a training with you in the future. Okay, that's my goal. I want to have a global team. It doesn't matter what language you speak. I want to work with you. So all you have to do, if you haven't done it already, maybe there's a button below. You can click on the link, joindavegardner.com. It's been on the bottom of this page the whole time. And so there's a lot of ways you can earn. And like I said, there's very easy ways you can get your membership for free. And so a couple of the other products that, like I said, that I've really enjoyed, the Super Greens. I've enjoyed the Super Reds. I just want to compare something like this. The Super Greens, only $18 for a member. I believe they're 28 for retail sale. You think about comparable products, Athletic Greens and Organifi, anywhere from $70 to $100. Absolutely ridiculous. And I guess, you've been staring at my face here with my mouth open the whole time. And that's kind of the look and the shock and the awe that Live Good has given me, and it's ramped me up. Now, I haven't been excited about something like this for a few years. There was a different program I was in that I still do on the side just with marketing tools, but nothing that has even touched and come close to touching this with the nutritional supplements and health products and the way that the compensation plan is laid out. So the super greens are great. I am not much one for CBD oil. I've tested it a couple days. It's got a nice taste to it. I haven't been as consistent, just being honest and transparent. But for those of you that use CBD oil, again, if we look at some of the prices, they even have CBD oil for pets. 750 milligrams, also a 1500 milligram option available. But if you just compare 18 to 90 or $100, okay, it is insane. And so I want to make waves with you, and I want to continue to explode this worldwide and globally. Want to hook you up in some training. Obviously, I will be here to help you out. My upline leadership also has some great marketing systems that they either have currently developed and or are in the process of developing, depending on when you're seeing this. And so we will tap you into those as well, should you desire to do that. And so, like I always end a lot of my messages, and when we getting excited to go do something, whether it's going for a hike or if it's a game, we're going to go play something. Let's do this. Let's lock arms. Let's have some fun with Live Good. If you're on your phone watching this video, or I not say on your phone, but if you're on a computer and you got your phone in your hand, all you got to do is scan that QR code right there, and you will be brought right to my page to learn a little bit more. And you can take a further look at Live Good. Like I said, click below. You'll see that link as well, joindavegardner.com, or some link similar to it. And we will lock arms and we will start to take some serious action. And like I said, 3 major ways you could earn that membership for free. Number 1, obviously selling a couple bottles of product, which could be pretty simple every month. Number 2, you could physically sponsor just one person a month, which is really easy every 30 days. And then number 3, obviously, after a while, maybe you sit back and your team starts to build just underneath you from spillover or from maybe some other random people that were placed there. Next thing you know, if you have 40 people, that's a cool $10, which again covers your Live Good membership. So super, super, super excited to do this, and I want you in here with me. So, like I say here, let's do this.